afternoon, good evening, whenever you listen to this. This is Tanks and Tutties, brought to you by Tubbs and Franke. Take two. We got about 5 minutes in, and Frankie fucked up. So, take two.
No, my computer did.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Who would have thought that we're sitting, two fine young gents like ourselves, are sitting here at 5:58 on Valentine's Day. No plans, just recording a podcast, broing out. You know?
That's what happens when you have a loving girlfriend.
Hey, listen. You got that. I got nothing. I'm actually, you know what? I'm happy I'm able to talk to you, and I didn't have to just go to my bed and cry alone and, you know, be sad and watch The Notebook.
That would have been a depressing night.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that because I got my boy Frankie. Anyways, let's get right into it. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Saturday didn't do much. Basically just prepared for Sunday for the Super Bowl, which I was supposed to go to a Super Bowl party with my girlfriend's family. Last minute, we decided not to. Kind of actually enjoyed just sitting home and watching the Super Bowl. It was kind of nice, nobody to bother me. I could talk about my bets to myself and my girlfriend with nobody judging me. Chris Stapleton robbed me of the over for the national anthem by about half a second. Couldn't hold that last note long enough. Bets, honestly, were 50-50. Didn't really hit much on Bovada, but I was able to withdraw $350 from Bovada after the casino was great. Match pay for Bovada, the withdrawal process, is kind of a pain in the ass, but the casino just kept running it up for me, so eventually once I got to $350, decided it was time to pull out. Started the match pay, withdrawal process, 9 o'clock last night. 12:30, I finally got my first offer to get a withdrawal. I had 3 different withdrawals, one on Apple Pay, one on PayPal, and one on Cash App. So, but I got the money out and I made my profits. So I take it. After I only put in $150 into Bovada, being able to withdraw $350 was pretty great.
Back in the day, using Match Pay was sketchy because it's it just feels like you should be getting
somebody's like, hey, I like your offer, and then you send them money on Cash App, and then they are like, oh, I got it, and then you're good.
Yeah, I don't know how neither of us never ran into where somebody didn't send the money or whatever.
You almost did the one time.
Yeah, that was sketchy. It took an hour, and he finally paid me.
Yep.
After it took an hour for the money to hit my account on Bovada is what it was. But here's my frustration, right? I drove to Grand Rapids on Friday, and you don't even mention that we hung out Friday night?
We did indeed hang out Friday night. That was our Valentine's Day celebration.
Yeah, I mean, I buy you this nice ticket to the Griffins game. We go with some friends.
I bought my own ticket.
Yeah. No, we went to the Griffins game. It was $2 beer, $2 dogs, a lot of fun. Saw somebody puke before the game even started. Not from beer, it was actually a child, but it was kind of funny to joke around and be like, oh my God, can't handle their alcohol, blah, blah, blah.
We chirped the players all night long. They 100% heard us.
Chirped the players. Yeah, it was kind of quiet in there, wasn't it? I feel like
we were
really
just loud.
That's true. But yeah, that was a blast. Went out to the bars. I had to leave Frankie's place at 6:30 to drive back to Lansing for a bowling tournament. So I didn't stay up too late. But I will say, on the way home, I was driving, and it was pitch black when I left. So as I was driving on the highway, the sun was rising. Oh, it was beautiful, man. I felt like I was in a movie. I was getting that sun hitting my face, and
it was golden hour.
Oh my God! I tried to take a Snapchat, but I almost crashed a couple times. But then it got to the point where the sun was up high enough, and the road was just perfect. Where I was the sun was straight into my eyeballs. I put on sunglasses and I put my shade down, but it didn't do anything because it was just hitting just perfect. Where it's under the shade, straight into my eyes. Visibility was minimal.
Zero.
That was sketchy, and then. Didn't bowl too good on Saturday, but then Saturday night. I mean, I wasn't hungover.
You did say you woke up refreshed.
I felt weirdly refreshed. I mean, I went downstairs.
My bed does that for people, you know.
Yeah. It's definitely comfortable, but I feel like I was just too tired. I mean, I only got 6 hours, but then we went out Saturday night it was a friend's sister's birthday. That was a blast. By the way, so I got a bone to pick real quick. Sorry if I'm going a little long, but people hate on metal too much. I get it's not everybody's cup of tea, right?
Like
However,
metal music?
Yes, the music, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I get that it's not everybody's cup of tea. But sometimes you just got to appreciate when somebody can let out a good, you know what I mean? I hope that sounds
Sure.
good. That'll be fun to listen to, won't it? But yeah, I mean, we were sitting there, so the DJ came on at 10, and everybody was using touch tunes. I was playing jams. Guess what song I played on touch tunes?
What?
Do you want to try to guess or no?
Rocky Top.
Freebird. So that was playing, and then it ended like right before the DJ came out, and his first song was like Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. And I was like, I like the music because my dad, that's what he listens to. So like, I mean, it's not, I don't listen to it all the time. It has to be in a mood. And, you know, I did, but everybody with me was like, what the fuck is this? It's terrible music. And I'm like, it's good music. It's just not your cup of tea. And yeah, I kind of get that you don't want to listen to that when you're at a bar on a Saturday night, you know? So
I would agree.
Eventually somebody said something and he went to country for a little bit and then he played your basic dance number. We did some dancing. But here's my other gripe. I went to bed at 4 o'clock. I fell asleep. I was at a buddy's house.
4 p.m.?
4 a.m.
Okay, I was like, whoa.
No. So I went and stayed at my buddy's because I couldn't drive, so we all just Ubered back to his place. Smart. Don't drive drunk, kids. 8 a.m. I wake up to a friend getting up to check their phone, and I look at them, and then I kind of go back to sleep, and they go, man, you snore really loud. And I'm like, well, I was drunk. That's probably why. And then they just start having a conversation with me like I'm awake or something. No, I went to bed at 4 o'clock, man. Let me sleep, you know? And then they woke up the other person on the couch, and I'm like, oh, my God, did I say I slept on a floor? Did I already say that or no?
I don't think so.
I slept on the floor. So I'm hurting. I'm tired. I'm hungover. I was hungover on Sunday. And I'm like, man. So then we just stayed up in our ride, slept until like 11:30. For some reason, I never thought like, oh, I could Uber out of here. But I mean, we hung out, we talked. It was all cool. And then, Super Bowl. Super Bowl was fun. My dad made a shitload of food. And then enjoyed that. I thought it was a great game. And we'll get into it later, obviously. But I think it might have been the best game we've had in, God, I might be missing one, but since the Falcons-Patriots game.
It was good until the end. The end with the holding call, that bothered me.
But still, I'm saying it was entertaining. Like, I was entertained the whole time.
It was a good game.
So we'll get to that all later, but let's get into locks and long shots now. I apologize for the long weekend recap there, but I loved my weekend. It was a great weekend. I got to see Frankie. I got to do some drinking. I went to a hockey game and the Super Bowl. Might be the best weekend of the year so far. Locks, 24-18. We hit the Chiefs plus 1.5. Clearly, they won the game. Easy. AFC won the Super Bowl. I believe I threw that on there when you brought it up. I think I said add that to mine. If not, I can take it away.
No, you were the first one to mention it.
Oh, okay. This week, so with football and baseball not being a thing yet, there's no lines that we want to talk about because who wants to hear about our bet that we're taking tonight when they're listening on Wednesday? So I'm looking into the future, but I don't know what the line is. But I'm going to take Michigan spread on Saturday. I don't care what it is. I'm taking their spread. It's if they play, obviously. So we're going to go and take that spread. Michigan, I don't know, man. They're weird, though. They lose to Indiana. They look like shit, but then who'd they blow out recently? Help me out here, Frankie.
I couldn't tell you.
They beat Nebraska by 30. That's what it was.
Oh, yes. I actually did know that.
Yep, they did what Wisconsin couldn't, and that's beat Nebraska. Long shots here. I did have the parlay, Chiefs plus 1.5 and the over 49.5. That won by a mile. No matter what the over was, if you took it, it hit. I think it was 53.5 at close. Easy money. LeBron did not pass Kareem with a triple-double and a dunk. He did pass Kareem, though. Congratulations. I did not bet the opposite with the Chiefs 37, Eagles 34, so I'm not counting that to my long shot record. We're still waiting on Rodgers to go to the Raiders. Big news there. Derek Carr requested to not be traded and instead wanted to be released. So as of today, he's formally not a Raider anymore. And it's perfect for Rodgers to just step right in, get back with Devontae. He can go out and gamble in Vegas. I'm sure the drugs in Vegas are awesome, and I can't wait to see that.
I mean, he is going on his darkness retreat, so...
Right. I think he's going to come out and be like, oh, the Raiders got rid of Carr? That's where I'm going. That's what he's gonna find out when he's in that darkness retreat and he's tripping balls. He's going to say, the first team that I see doesn't have a quarterback because they cut/traded them, I'm going to that team, and he's going to go to Vegas.
Better Vegas than Green Bay at this point.
That's maybe true. We're still waiting. Packers got to not get a first for Rodgers. And this week I'm just going to stick with Michigan. We're going to take the spread, parlay it with the under. The under hit by 1 million in the first game in East Lansing. Both these teams are fucking garbage, so it should hit pretty fucking easily. Why don't you go ahead and talk about your locks there, Frankie?
My locks, I got back to 3-3-1 on the year with
500.
the Kelsey anytime touchdown. That was way too easy. And then I had AFC to win the Super Bowl as well, which I didn't actually bet on. I didn't touch any game lines. I just took props, novelty props, and player props. But I'll still count that towards my locks because I have been counting on that one for a while. This week, we're trying something different. Golf is in full swing.
Oh, I see
what
what
I
you
did
there.
there. Yeah,
I love it.
Anyways, the Genesis Invitational is this weekend. Actually, a pretty great tournament. Usually very scenic, and I like Justin Thomas to finish in the top 20 this week at -135. Justin Thomas is a great golfer. Basically, if he makes the cut, as long as he doesn't shit the bed, he'll be fine to make the top 20. So I'm going to take that.
Question real quick. Sorry. Is the Genesis the one you were talking to me about, the one in Memphis?
No, that is the FedEx Open.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But so Longshots this week. Longshots are not great still. I am 0-9 this year. I had the yellow Gatorade.
No, say it.
And the correct score, both losses last week.
Frankie's 8-29-3 all time on the podcast. Just
for
atrocious. Just atrocious.
Yeah, it is bad. Hey, they're long shots, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, this week we're sticking with golf as well because, like Jake said, you don't get many lines. And honestly, I like betting golf. I like watching it. I like playing it. It's fun to kind of handicap golf and bet on it. So give me Will Zalatoris to win the Genesis Invitational. Very electric, young player. Honestly, he doesn't win the big tournaments, and this isn't a huge tournament, so I like his chances better.
He also doesn't know how to putt, though.
Yeah, his putting is disgusting.
It makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, but he is plus 3,400. So, I mean, $1 for 34, 10 for 340. I'll take it. Also, this week in golf, Tiger Woods is coming back. Name a better long shot than Tiger Woods returning to major golf.
Literally any other golfer, because you do this every time he's gone for a while and comes back and he never wins.
Exactly. That's why every time he comes back, you have to.
He's due.
It's like the lottery. You have to play the same numbers every time. Eventually it'll hit.
I'll tell you what. Tiger
Woods plus 12,000.
Yep. If either of those two win it, I will stop bringing up your all-time long shot record. And if we hit on roulette, I will take 50% of my winnings and throw it on Zalatoris.
Oh, okay.
So if we hit a multiplier, that's going to be a pretty large amount. Imagine. And you know what? I'll give you 10% of those winnings if they win.
Wow. Okay.
So obviously that's down the road.
Let's go Willie Z and Tiger.
Yeah. Obviously that's down the road. Hey, do you mind if I backtrack real quick?
Sure.
I wanted to tell a story about something that happened today, so I didn't really know where to put it, but I figured I'd just interrupt and get it out to you. So I had dentist appointment today. I don't mind the dentist. I like my cleaner, and I like my actual dentist himself. What do you call the cleaners? God, I feel like an asshole for not knowing.
Hygienist.
My dental hygienist. I've had her for years. She's great. But just a couple of things. So today she's cleaning my teeth, and the whole time she's complimenting me. She's like, "Oh, you've got great teeth, and oh yeah, I love cleaning your teeth. I wish I could have you at 4 o'clock every day because it's so easy. Blah blah blah." I take pretty good care of my teeth. I brush.
Wait, did she say I wish I could have you at 4 o'clock every day because it's so easy?
Sure. sorry, not her words. She said, I wish I could clean your teeth every day at 4 because it's so quick.
Interesting.
Oh, man, that still sounds bad, doesn't it?
Sounds
Holy
like your
shit.
hygienist is coming on to you.
Maybe. Hey, maybe. Oh, you threw me off. Oh, okay. So she gets done cleaning. The only downfall to me is I rarely floss. And
As does everyone.
She was calling me out today. She's like, if you floss, your teeth would be like in the top 1 percentile or 99, whatever percentile is the good one, she said, of teeth that we see in here. And I was like, damn, maybe I should floss. And then I realized I was like, it's like 5 extra minutes every fucking night and morning. I'm not doing that shit. So, anyways, not the moral of the story. So I'm sitting there waiting for, you got to wait for the dentist to come in and check their work and shit, and he talks to you. I'm sitting there, and she's like, do you use chapstick? And I refuse to use chapstick because I'm telling you, they keep it chapped so you keep buying it. So I just raw dog whatever my lips are doing that day, right? And she goes, your lips are bugging me. Put Vaseline on them. And I said, well, I don't have any Vaseline. This lady whips out a jug of Vaseline from who knows where, puts it on like this Q-tip thing. She's like, go ahead. And I had to put it on, and I was like, God damn. Like, I thought we had a good thing going here.
So,
stop. No, stop.
She tells you that she wants to have you every day at 4 o'clock because it's quick and easy, and then tells you to chap or get your lips some Vaseline and pulls out a jar of Vaseline. I don't know about you, but I would be finding a new dentist.
Nothing happened. I wasn't uncomfortable. I've known her for years. She's a sweet old lady. She's probably going to retire soon. But yeah, another thing I wanted to bring up is, I don't know if this is for everybody, but my dentist does not forget things about me. He remembers exactly where I work. Every time I go in there, he asks me, how's it over there working, blah, 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 blah. And he'll remember where we were in our conversation 6 months ago and pick right back up. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, that's insane. How do they do that? You know how many people they see? They have to have like a chart or something. Like when he's talking to me, I think the hygienist is typing or something. My notes. I should have listened.
Probably.
For that. Yeah, I mean they have to. It's insane. All right, we can move on now. I just wanted to talk about that. We're gonna do a new segment because we both forgot to do news and we didn't want to whip it together, and we thought this would be fun, so we're gonna give this a go. We're calling it Who's Who. So we've got 2 different ones here. So Frankie got 2 players. Looks like one played in the NFL and one was an MLB player. And he completely blocked all their stats. I can't see their age.
Except for the career
The only
stats.
thing I can see is the year. Yep, I can see the year and the career stats. So we're going to try to guess these. Mine's a little different. I found this quiz on ESPN, and Frankie's going to do it. It's basically where... Actually, I'll explain it when I do it. Do you want me to go first? I have it open.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think I should just share my screen with you, yeah? Yeah, I'll do that. Hang on, give me 3 seconds. Let me do this. All right, can you see that?
Yeah.
So basically what we're doing is Frankie sees 2 quarterbacks. He doesn't see who they are, though. And he sees
I can't see the stats very well, so you're probably going to have to read them, too.
I can read them. So it's their college stats, and you have to try to pick which quarterback was better in the NFL. So basically, they're trying to get you to pick the bust. Because when I went through, it seemed like there was a bust every time. But there was also sometimes it was 2 decent quarterbacks. So there's 9 of them. We'll fly through these, though. Quarterback 1, 70 passing touchdowns. This is in college. 52% completion. 1.5 touchdowns a game. 10,000 passing yards. Quarterback 2, 79 touchdowns. 58.7 percentage. 2.2 touchdowns a game. And 9,800 passing yards. 1 or 2?
I'm going to go with quarterback 1.
All right, you picked Doug Flutie, who was an 11th round pick. Pretty good career. And then the other one was Chris Wanke. Wanke? He won the Heisman, 4th round pick, and he lost 14 games in a row as a rookie. Insane.
Great pick by me.
Good start, though. 1-0. Next one. All right, we got quarterback 1. I don't know. What is that? Oh, so he had 7.6 average yards per throwing attempt, 23 picks, 55% completion percentage, and 6,900 passing yards. Nice. Quarterback 2, 9.4 average yards per attempt, 15 interceptions, 56% completion percentage, and 5,000 passing yards. 1 or 2.
What were the completion percentages?
Quarterback 1 is 55. Quarterback 2 is 56.
See, I like quarterback 2, but I feel like quarterback 1 is going to be better. But I'm going to go with quarterback 2.
No. Oh, they were both bad. Number 1 was Joey Harrington, 3rd overall pick by my Lions. He went 26-50 and played for 3 teams in 3 years. And then the other one is you had Achilles Smith. He was the number 3 overall pick. He threw 13 interceptions in 17 starts, and he was released after 4 seasons.
I was going to say, neither of them sounded great. But
nope, I didn't realize that both. Well, Joey Harrington was awesome in college. I just didn't realize that both could be bad in the NFL. I don't know. Fuck, maybe this is a bad quiz. Let's keep going, though. It was fun when I did it. Quarterback 1, 89 touchdowns, 65% completion, 150 passer rating, and 11,900 yards. Quarterback 2, 75 touchdowns, 69% completion, 157 passer rating, and 9,200 yards. 1 or 2?
1.
Byron Leftwich, 7th overall pick, 24-26 as a starter. Brandon, this is fucking dumb. Why are they both bad? Next. Good job, though. You got it right. I don't even know what you're supposed to guess. I thought it was just which one was better in the NFL. Oh, I wonder if it's which one got drafted higher. I don't know. I fucked this up. Let's just fly through it because this is stupid. Kind of funny, though, that I didn't even do my research. Quarterback 1, 20-9 TD to interception ratio. So he basically threw 2 touchdowns per pick. 137 passer rating, 8,000 yards, 27 picks. Quarterback 2, 81-35 touchdown interception ratio. 137 rating, 10,000 yards, 35 picks. 1 or 2?
2.
Eli Manning. The other one's Jimmy Clausen. See, this is what I thought it was.
Hell yeah.
That's what I wanted it to be, was one of them is good and one was bad. I mean, Jimmy Clausen went to a Super Bowl, though, didn't he? No, that was Tulane.
I was going to say.
All right, next. Quarterback 1, 8,400 yards, 89 touchdowns, 89-37 touchdown interception ratio, 62% completion. Quarterback 2, 7,900 yards, 65 touchdowns, 65-28 ratio, and 66% completion.
Quarterback 1.
You picked Romo. The other one was Jameis.
Damn it, dude.
Oh, that's your boy. See, like both, I feel... I didn't know Romo was undrafted. Did you know that?
No, actually, I didn't.
See, now... Okay. This is confusing me. I'm going to have to go back and see what the criteria was or what you're trying to pick. See, it says, pick the best NFL QB by college stats. See what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I would say Tony Romo was a better NFL quarterback than Jameis Winston has been so far.
Yeah, so why was Romo incorrect is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Oh, bullshit. Quarterback 1, 3.5 passing touchdowns a game. That's huge. 373 yards a game, 131 passing touchdowns, 70% completion. Quarterback 2,
not bad.
1.9 touchdowns a game, 275 yards, 95 touchdowns, 63% completion.
See, this is a trick question. I'm saying quarterback 1, but it's going to be quarterback 2.
I want you to try to guess who quarterback 1 is based on those stats.
Oh, I have no fucking idea. How many touchdowns a game?
3.5. Just throw something out there. Air raid.
Say the stats again.
3.5 passing touchdowns a game, 373 passing yards a game, 131 passing touchdowns, and 70% completion.
Tim Tebow.
I think it's Geno at West Virginia. Oh, it was Colt Brennan.
And Phillip Rivers.
I don't even know who Colt Brennan is. Where did he play? He never even played a regular season game.
Makes sense.
AV. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's fly through this. 345 passing yards a game, 119 passing touchdowns, 2.8 passing touchdowns a game, 55% completion. Quarterback 2, 262 yards a game, 90 touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns a game, and 61% completion.
Quarterback 1. Quarterback 2, we'll say Johnny Manziel is quarterback 2.
You think Manziel is 2?
Yeah, I don't think actually, but...
Ooh, Drew Brees. Steve McNair. See, another one. Steve McNair had a good career, and
Both
Drew Brees
good,
had a good career. I don't... All right. I think this is the second to last one. 2,500 rushing yards, quarterback 1.
Cam Newton.
1.43 passing touchdowns a game, 51.5 rushing yards a game, 9,376 passing yards. Oh, I remember who this one was. Quarterback 2, 2,254 rushing yards, 1.9 passing touchdowns a game, 55 rushing yards a game, 10,300 passing yards. Which one?
Now, one of those is definitely Vince Young.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say quarterback 1.
Do you want to choose quarterback 1 as your best quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing for criteria? Are you trying to choose the best in the NFL? Or you're just choosing a random one? Yes, I fucked this up. This is so bad. What a crash and burn. Dak Prescott, quarterback 1 and RG3.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess I should have thought about RG3.
Last one, thankfully. God damn, do your research next time, you stupid fuck. 67% completion, 22 picks, 9,400 passing yards, 82 touchdowns. Quarterback 2, 67% completion, 32 picks, 10,000 yards, and 90 touchdowns.
No idea, but this quarterback 2 had 90 touchdowns, so we're going with him. Oh.
That's tough.
Shit.
That's tough. Andrew Luck was quarterback 1, and quarterback 2 was Deshaun Watson. So, your results, you got 4 out of 9 correct, even though you didn't know what you were supposed to be choosing because I fucked this up so bad, so I'd say you still did pretty good.
Not bad.
Let's do yours because it's probably more well put together than mine was. So,
all right. Let's start
with football. Let's start with football.
We have an NFL player. He played for 4 seasons, 1987 through 1990. So, that's the first thing I'm going to give you. I'll give you a guess there, and then if you're wrong, I'll give you more info. If you're right, I'll just tell you who it is.
So this guy had... it's easy. It's Bo Jackson.
It is Bo Jackson.
Let's go! Dude, I'm so fucking... God damn it, that was good.
How did you...
So I thought to myself, I said, okay, Bo Jackson... I was trying to think of who had 2,700 yards in 4 years and then called it quits. Nobody does that. And I thought back to that time, and I was thinking, okay, for some reason I thought Ricky Williams, not his time. And then I was like, oh, man, Bo Jackson played baseball. Stop it. You didn't do Bo Jackson for the other one, did you?
So the baseball player
Wait,
from 1986 to 1991. And then took a break, came back in 1993, and played in 1993 and 94.
Well, it's not...
They were 23 in 1986, played for Kansas City, and then went to the White Sox in 91, came back in 93 for the White Sox, and then went to Cali.
Oh, the California... So it's not Bo Jackson, right?
Is that your guess?
I feel like I have to just so I don't look dumb. Bo Jackson.
It is Bo Jackson.
That was clever. I didn't know.
I didn't think that you'd get it that quickly.
I thought he only played for the Royals.
No, I remember seeing videos of him playing for the White Sox. I don't remember him playing. I'm assuming that is the California Angels.
I think so too.
But yes, he played for the White Sox, took a break, came back.
Dude.
Which, now that I'm looking at that, what year did Michael Jordan go to try to play baseball? Because that might have been about the same time Bo Jackson was in Chicago.
No, it was... Ooh. Well, they won it in 90, 91, and 92, didn't they? So he would have played in 93, I think. You look that up while I talk about this. Look at 1989, dude. You want to talk about probably the most peak male athlete in the world in 1989? It's Bo Jackson.
This 94.
Dude, oh, so when he went to California.
Yep.
So this dude in 1989, he had 32 home runs and 100 ribbies in baseball in the MLB. Then he goes to the NFL, and he plays 11 games, 950 yards in 11 games, only starting 2 of those games, only 4 touchdowns. But he put up almost 1,000-yard season in 11 games. What was his average?
No, he started 9 of those games, not 2.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to say he started. Yeah, my bad, my fault. Wow. That's just, it's
insane. He also led the league in strikeouts in 1989.
Doesn't matter when you hit 32
But he was an all-star that year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when you hit 32 bombs. You can strike out as many times as you want. You're going to hit 32 bombs. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Honestly, though, homeboy was probably roided up the gills.
I don't know. He's
They didn't test back then.
one of the best athletes ever. So
Absolutely. That's kind of awesome that I got that. I love it. That was good. All right. I think we'll keep that a thing because we're going to need some segments since there's no football to talk about after this week. So, or very little for that matter. So we'll do that again. That was a good start. Yours was good. I'll never do my bullshit again. That was fucking dumb and I'm pissed about it.
I'll get better ones that you won't be able to guess right away.
That was clever though to do the same thing. It threw me. So when I saw those years, I was like, it can't be Bo Jackson. I didn't know he played both.
You didn't know he played both?
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was. Hold on. I'm gonna do some math real quick. Oh, but see, that's not fair. I was gonna try to figure out his average. It's not on here. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, okay. So on 89 he hit 256. It's not terrible. God damn, dude, that's crazy. Fucking all-star in the MLB with 32 bombs, and you go put up 950 yards in 9 games. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. All right, let's get into the Super Bowl. I want to start, and I want to say that I'm the Gatorade savant. Okay? What did I say last week? I said I told Frankie I had a vision. Purple and clear Gatorade. I got the receipts. And I forgot I bet it. I put $5 on it. It was the only dumb prop I bet on Bovada because I had $5 remaining in my account. And I didn't want to go through the bullshit match pay. I was too lazy. I didn't want to use my card and have some Nigerian prince steal my info.
Mine actually was Nigerian, by the way.
No shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just put that $5 on purple. And I said, whatever. Forgot about it, too. And then I just did a silly little parlay for the game. So I didn't bet much on it. But I hit purple Gatorade. It was $5 for 40, so that was pretty sweet, or 45 because it was plus 800. But the game itself, man, the national anthem, outside of obviously your over not hitting, I thought the national anthem was one of the best we've seen in a minute too. I love
really
Chris
good,
Stapleton.
yeah.
I love Chris Stapleton. Every player coach they showed was tearing up. Nick Sirianni
was bawling his eyes out.
He was leaking, and he said I'm gonna bawl like a little girl in the pregame in the national anthem, but. Every player they showed, man, was teary-eyed. So
I do want to say one thing about the national anthem.
Go ahead.
And it is about betting. So when he started so slow, and I was like, we're set. And then I probably should have taken into account the fact that we haven't had a national anthem over 2 minutes in like 6 years. And
it did go over 2 minutes, though.
No, I know. But so when they set the line at like 2 minutes and 3 seconds when it opened, I was like, hammer the over. Not even thinking about the fact that it doesn't take you 2 minutes to sing the national anthem.
Right.
But no, he was going so slow, I thought we were set. And then we got down to the wire, and I started sweating. My heart was pounding. And I was like, come on, just hold it out. You know what I did think was weird?
What?
He starts holding out the last note, and they move the camera away from him. You can't see when he finished singing that last note.
I thought
kind
that
of some
too.
bullshit.
They zoomed out the stadium because they did fireworks, and he's still holding the note. And when you stopped hearing him, he was still like blasting. And you had I think you had 3 seconds you needed still. It was 2:02. You had what? 2:05.
No, I had 2:03.
Oh, I thought you had 2:05.
No, I had 2:03.
Yeah,
it finished
worse.
at 2:02. And people, like, I went on Twitter right away because I was like, I got to find out what this time was. It was way too close. I had people that were in the stadium saying 2:05, 2:06, 2:05, 2:04, and I was like, "Oh, all right, maybe I'm good then." And then like sports books are coming out saying, "Oh, hit the under 2:02, 2:02," and I was like, "What? Like, who's right here?"
Hold up.
But
Wait a minute.
It did get marked as a loss. I did lose like $40 on that. So,
yeah, I mean the what? Do you want to talk about moments in the game? Or do you want to skip right to the halftime show? Because I got some thoughts about that.
The one thing about the
first half, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah,
Let's start with that. You got any thoughts first half?
First half, Eagles came out electric. I honestly, I didn't realize that the Eagles had scored on so many opening drives. Otherwise, I would have taken them to score on their first drive. Right. I seriously thought the Chiefs were going to be the first team to score and just come out ahead. Also, the script probably got in my mind, that picture. But No, I mean, the Eagles came out hot. I thought from the start that they looked great. The fumble recovery for a touchdown was a huge swing for the Chiefs.
Massive.
Especially, like, it was just a couple minutes before halftime. So, momentum shifted to the Chiefs. Going into halftime, they come out, they get the ball. That's a huge swing right there. So,
Whoa. The momentum didn't shift to the Chiefs at halftime. They were down 10 at half.
But I'm saying they got the fumble recovery for a touchdown right before half.
No, you're wrong. No, because the fumble recovery made it 14-14. And the Eagles end up scoring 10 in a couple minutes, is what you're telling me? I disagree.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
But
it did change the momentum of the game at the time.
Oh, absolutely, because the Eagles drove down no problem. Then the Chiefs came back and drove down no problem as well, right? And then it slowed down, and the Eagles slowed down a little bit, the Chiefs slowed down, but then the Eagles came right back and scored no problem. And then the Chiefs struggled, but then that next drive is where they got that fumble 6, and it tied it up, whole new game, right? Yeah, so the fumble touchdown was with 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Oh, okay.
So
it was close.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the Eagles to dominate like that in the first half. Not really dominate, but it kind of looked like they were doing whatever they wanted, you know?
Yeah.
They were also the Jalen Hurts sneak on 4th and 1, 4th and 2 is unfair. They didn't sneak it on 4th and 2 in the Super Bowl, but I saw a couple times during the year 4th and 2 they would sneak it. And he gets it every time because he's fucking massive and he squats 600 pounds. And I would you be shocked if the NFL banned the QB sneak?
Yes, absolutely. They're never going to.
You'd be shocked if they did?
Yes.
That
would be a stupid move.
I don't want them to, but I wouldn't be shocked if they said, "Oh, player safety, no more QB sneak."
No, they're not going to do that. I mean, a team could go out there and run QB sneak every play for 4 downs. They're not going to get a first down every time.
Well, no shit, because you only get 1 or 2 yards. But what I'm saying is, every time they have it 4th and 1, they're pretty much going to get it because to be able to stop it, you have to do what the Chiefs did. You have to try to line up off sides and have it not be called, or you have to try to get a jump, not have it be called. It's impossible to stop him.
Good play calling.
Dude, it's great, and obviously they're going to keep doing it. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be shocked if the NFL was like, yeah, sorry, player safety.
Nah.
I know quarterbacks don't like doing it. Mahomes talked about it on the Kelsey's show. He said that it's the worst play because it's so easy to get your knee blown out. But Jalen Hurts apparently he's a hoss.
I mean, if he got his knee blown out, then he'd probably stop doing it.
Right. Halftime show. What'd you think?
I had mixed thoughts on it. Obviously, I bet on it and what song was going to be played first and what outfit she was going to come out, what hair color, who her guests would be, whatever. I was most disappointed in... Actually, there was 2 things I was disappointed in. The song choices, I thought she could have chosen a couple more popular ones. I felt like she did some popular ones, but not like her most popular ones. And then not bringing out any guests.
I have to strongly disagree with your statement on the fact that she didn't have popular
Well, no,
songs.
like she did. That's the thing. She has so many popular songs.
Every Rihanna song is a bop.
Well, no, I'm saying all of her songs are popular, but
correct.
I don't think she chose her most popular ones.
Did you know she's a billionaire?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought high 100 millions.
Did you know she didn't get paid for this show?
Did you know nobody ever gets paid for the Super Bowl or halftime show?
That's not true.
Looked it up on Monday. Nobody ever gets paid.
That's not true. Michael Jackson and Prince both got paid. I know those are like the 2 highest paid ones. But like Justin Timberlake and Rihanna both chose not to get paid because it boosts their like record sales and music sales by so much.
I looked this up on Monday at work. Oh, maybe it was just that Rihanna didn't get paid.
Yes.
Oh, so they don't get paid a lot, though. That's what this says. They said less than you think.
Well, I mean, it's like a 15, 20-minute show.
Right. All right, I'm not going to read all that, but I'll give you it. I probably just saw that Rihanna didn't get paid. But I agree, though. I did not like that she didn't have a single guest, especially when you had Jay-Z in the stands, and you didn't even bring him out for Run This Down.
Well, and Drake was in town, too.
Yep.
Like, she sang Work, and she didn't bring out Drake.
Yeah, a lot of options that I feel like. But, it's obviously it's her choice. She's a Super Bowl performer. There's been a lot of solo performances. Some of them were great. I didn't think this was that great. The music's good.
I thought it was a good show. It wasn't my favorite.
There wasn't any, like, holy shit, wow. You know what I mean? Like,
the entrance was pretty strong. That was a pretty sweet entrance.
It's also kind of tough because last year's halftime performance was, in my opinion, the best ever, just because I love those artists, and they were in LA, and they brought all these people out. I think I just liked that one too much, so now this was a letdown spot. But also, like, she was pregnant, so you can't really do much when you're pregnant. You're not going to be dancing around. I was surprised.
That was crazy, too, because she hadn't officially announced that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then she came out, and literally everyone was like, hold up. She's pregnant.
Yeah, my sister was like, she's pregnant. I'm like, no, she's not. She just had the baby.
It was funny because I was sitting there on the couch with Paige watching the game, and I was super excited for the halftime show and everything. And I was like, all right, here we go. And she comes out, and I, like, literally 2 minutes in, I go, wait, is she pregnant?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Paige gets a text like a minute later from one of her friends. I was like, dude, Rihanna's definitely pregnant. And I was like, yep, everyone's thinking it.
Yeah, at first, me and my mom were like, no, she's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. And then the more we looked, I was like, that's a bump. She's pregnant. And yeah, so, I mean, you're not going to do a lot when you're pregnant. I'm surprised she was even doing the heights thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're obviously not going to be tumbling around like I wanted her to when you're pregnant. So, and then second half, man, it was a whole different game. Chiefs looked like they could do what they wanted. They got down to the goal line, and they just absolutely they ran the same play twice to Sky Moore and then Tony.
But that was smart as shit. I sent you that TikTok video
I saw that.
Where the Chiefs realized that the Eagles overcompensate on plays like the end around and stuff like that. So they ran a fake end around and then just did a little dump off screen to their wide receivers. Worked perfectly twice for 2 wide open touchdowns. And honestly, that's something on the Eagles that, like, if you got exposed on it multiple times, why would you not fix that up and be like, all right, here's what we got to fix?
How did that
especially against a team like the Chiefs?
How did that not come up in film, especially Super Bowl prep film? At some point during the season, you had to have noticed that and been like, we can't get burnt on this. But then when you're playing the Chiefs with all their speed, you should have been like, wow, we got to cover this one up. I mean, Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney are both fast as fuck. And then you got Jerick McKinnon, too. Like, it could I don't know how they didn't.
The Chiefs ran the ring around the Rosie play, too, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
So disrespectful.
Speaking of disrespect, well, how much more do you have to go about the game?
I was just going to bring up a certain wide receiver and then the big play, the last drive there.
Okay, I'm just going to touch on disrespect real quick.
Okay.
I think I hate Travis Kelce.
Oh, save that. We'll get into that. Save that.
Okay.
Save that, because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I couldn't fucking believe it. So you had a nice little parlay. It was an anytime touchdown scores, 4 of them.
I was waiting for this.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. You had Kadarius Toney, you had Jalen Hurts, and you had A.J. Brown?
No, I had Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. So those 3 hit. Your 4th you were waiting for was Devontae Smith. He was getting crazy targets, building up the yards, and like I'm not going to assume how you felt, but I'm sure you were a little bit confident he's going to find the end zone, the way they're moving the ball, the way he's getting targeted.
Feeling great.
And then all of a sudden they have a drive, he's wide open on the deep ball, but Jalen Hurts let him too far out of bounds, and Devontae Smith went out.
I don't even know if you could say that.
I think the way
this dude had 10 yards of space.
Yeah, but I think it was
caught it 5 yards off the sideline.
It was his momentum was carrying him. It was unfortunate. He didn't do it on purpose, obviously. Who doesn't want to score in the Super Bowl?
The fact that he didn't dive for the end zone, though.
Dude, it was the way his feet came down, because he had to jump for the ball a little bit, no?
He still, not really. He still took like 5 steps inbounds before he went out. He could have, like, that's enough in my mind where you can dive for the end zone. Like, it's a Super Bowl. You should be trying to do, oh my God, I have the hiccups. You should be trying to do anything you can to score, especially when they were down, I believe, at that point.
Yeah.
But no, when the play happened, so I put $10 on it, and it was 10 for $480 something, something like that. And then I realized that I didn't opt into the risk-free bet before that. So I was like, ah, shit. And I was like, I don't really want to cook up another one. I do really like this one. I'll just throw another $10 on it. This one's risk-free. Like, worst case scenario, I lose $10. Best case, I win 900 and whatever dollars off $20.
I didn't
so
realize
I placed
you had
it
two
again.
of them.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
So the play happened, and I'm literally like sitting on my couch, and I saw the play kind of break down, and Hurts drop back, and I literally was like, "Come on, Devonta Smith," and he threw the ball, and I saw Devonta Smith like 5 yards space, and I jumped off my couch, like threw my arms in the air, and started screaming, and then he fell out of bounds, and I like just fell to the ground, in complete despair, because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's over now. He's not going to score now. Like, that's it.
Yep.
That hurt.
That was tough. And then at the end of the game there, the Chiefs tie game. The Chiefs are driving. And then Mahomes breaks off a big run with his bum ankle. Did you see after he got tackled and he when they zoomed in on his face, dude, the grimace on his face, you could just tell he was
when he was on the
hurt.
bench after he limped off?
No, that was earlier in the game. I'm talking, well, maybe then too. I'm talking when he first started getting up off the ground. Dude, his face, I was like, this guy's giving it all.
Speaking of, when he got injured, you dropped that little text to me and you said, Chad Henne, MVP.
Dude, I was fucking nervous. I was like, why do I talk out of my ass so much where I'm about to get a tattoo of a man's face on my butt cheek with, honestly, if it would have happened, I would have put Super Bowl, what was it, 52? Super Bowl 52 champ?
57.
Yeah, Super Bowl 57 MVP or whatever. For a brief second, I was pretty fucking nervous. And then I'm like, it's Mahomes, it's a Super Bowl, he's going to come back. Like, I was only really worried about, like, a bad injury. Like, I felt like an ankle, you're coming back no matter what. But, like, a big concussion was what I was really worried about because they would have kept him out. So, anyways, after the big run, they got down to a 3rd and 8. And they're trying to – I think there was, like – they weren't to the 2-minute warning yet, I don't think. Or maybe they were, and the Eagles were using timeouts. And you guys all know the play, the holding call. The holding call that wasn't holding, I'm going to stand my ground on that. I've seen the zoomed-in pictures. I've seen, you can see the jersey tug. But I will stand my ground and say that in that moment, in the biggest game of the year, you let them play. Because it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you don't make that call.
It wasn't that bad. I think you let them play. The Chiefs kick their field goal, and we get a chance to see the Eagles come down and either win it or send it to overtime. I think the NFL robbed us on quite possibly the best Super Bowl of all time. Or not the NFL, the refs, sorry. The
I
refs
agree.
robbed us.
The refs should have won MVP for this game just for their late-game heroics.
I disagree. Mahomes still wins MVP for me because he played with that fucked up ankle. But that was an insane call. And obviously people are like, oh, NFL scripted. They wanted Mahomes to win over Jalen Hurts, blah, blah, blah. I think the NFL would have been happy with whoever won because you either get Mahomes another one, he's very popular, or the kid who had to transfer schools because they went with somebody else wins it. I mean, either way, it's a winner. And you got the brothers. The first time 2 African-American quarterbacks played. Like, I don't think it's not scripted, obviously.
I feel like you'll agree with me here, but if the Eagles win that, Jalen Hurts gets the MVP, correct?
100% without a fucking doubt. Without a doubt. 3 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown? Yeah. Yeah.
It was
3 rushing touchdowns.
And a 2-point conversion.
No, he had 3 rushing touchdowns.
He got the octopus.
That's another thing I forgot to bring up, the octopus. The one, I think I bet it the last 2 years. And this year I didn't, and he won it. Or he got it. The octopus we talked about it.
Yep.
I got to check. Dude, Jalen Hurts scored twice. He scored the first one, and he had Jalen Hurts 1-yard run. Jalen Hurts 4-yard run. Jalen Hurts 2-yard run. Suck my dick, Frankie. Suck a dick. Yeah, 3. I remember because I don't know why I even had to defend myself there. I saw somebody with a 3+ touchdown slip.
My bad.
Can you believe that? How do people bet shit like that? Like, are you throwing out 3+ touchdowns on every big player just in case? Or are you literally picking one and you somehow hit that shit? It's ridiculous.
Just got to have stupid money.
So, yeah, and then Mahomes won MVP. My whole household was rooting for Kelsey because with DraftKings free bet there, my dad threw it on a tight end to win the MVP. And it paid out like $100, I think. So we were rooting for that, but he didn't have enough stats. But it was what I explained, though. Remember how I was talking? I said The only way a non-quarterback wins it is if that one player goes off and then the quarterback doesn't have a great game. Mahomes only had 180 yards or some shit, but he had 3 passing touchdowns and he led that big drive. So I think Mahomes deserved it, though.
Speaking of Travis Kelce.
Yeah, let's get into that real quick, and then let's get on to our new segment because we got to get going.
I'm done with him. That's the fact.
How are you
going
to say
that? He
that?
had the guts to come out and say that nobody picked them to win and they were disrespected. Dude, you guys have been the fucking Super Bowl favorites for the last 4 years. Don't talk to me about being disrespected.
There is not a single person. There's not a single person that didn't think the Chiefs had a chance this year.
Literally.
Every single person would have said, "Yeah, I could see the Chiefs in the playoffs." You
Like,
have the best quarterback.
I'm 100% fine with him going after the Cincinnati mayor and shit like that, like he did the game before.
Yep.
Absolutely fine.
Yep.
But for you to come out and say that you were disrespected and nobody gave you a fair chance, nah, bro, shut up.
No, you're probably, in most people's eyes, you were the second best team in the NFL all year. Second best, right behind the Bills. Would you agree?
I'd say it's.
We had that debate that one week. We said Bills or Chiefs.
I'd say it's up there. Yeah.
You were either number 1 or number 2 all year, and you want to say you were disrespected and not one person saw you there? Get the fuck out of there. Obviously, at least one person, your fucking mother. She wanted you to win it. She either wanted you or your brother. Actually, the mom probably wanted a tie and then World War to break out so that neither one lost.
I don't know about that.
Maybe not World War because then they'd have to go fight in a war. But
yeah,
maybe an earthquake so it gets postponed. No, maybe not an earthquake because then they could have got hurt.
Yeah.
You get the gist. That shit pissed me off. I saw that as I was going to bed. I was like, what is this guy saying right now? You're not disrespecting.
Yeah,
you have the best tight end and the best quarterback in the NFL. One of the greatest coaches.
I think Travis Kelce just became a heel. I think I'm done with him, and I'm done with the Chiefs.
I think I'm still going to hammer his anytime touchdowns next year because it's such a lock. But how do you say that when you've got the best tight end, the best quarterback, and the best offensive coordinator in the NFL?
Yeah.
I don't know. You ready to move on now? That's a good Super Bowl recap, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Who do you think is the Raiders quarterback next year? Pick one now. Go.
Jared Stidham.
Oh, you think they don't do shit?
It's the Raiders.
Okay. We're going to do – it's kind of a new segment, but not really. It's similar to the All-Star Ballot, but we're calling it Top 5. We don't know if this will stick. We're going to see how much fun we have. Real simple one this week because we figured we'd be tight on time, but we're doing Top 5. We both make a list. It's not like the All-Star Ballot because we could have similar answers because it's obviously our Top 5 list. So this week we're just going to do beers. So who do you got in your 5 spot there, Frankie, for beers?
Number 5, I have Busch Light.
Let's make it quick and easy. Number 5, I got Busch Light. Who do you got at 4?
I have Blue Moon as a number 4.
Terrible pick. Blue Moon, trash.
It's a nice, refreshing beer.
Number 4, Michelob Ultra. Golf course, Michelob Ultra, light in calories, good taste. Yeah,
but did you know Miller Lite only has 1 more calorie?
Did you know that Miller Lite tastes like somebody pissed in it while they have AIDS?
So fun fact, I've actually come around on Miller Lite a little bit.
I know, you told me this, and I said I'll never do it. I'll never do it. Number 3.
I have Bud Light, number 3.
Okay. I had Coors Light at 3. Not a lot needs to be said there, just good, clean beer.
I feel like we're gonna switch here a little bit.
Okay. Who do you got at 2?
Coors Light.
Okay, I got Bud Light at 2.
Oh, fair.
What do you got at 1?
What do you think my number 1 is?
I can't tell if you're going to say, there's so many ways you could go. So there's Busch Light apples up there, but you always loved Bud Light lemonades. But then number 3, I'm surprised.
What if I told you it was neither?
Then it might be something like, I don't want to say fancy, but a non-light beer.
Yep.
It might be Shock Top. You've always loved Shock Top.
Nope.
Oberon?
Close. Nope. Summer Shandy.
Oh my God! That was the one I was trying to think of.
Summer Shandy, number 1.
You do love your
greatest
shandies.
Summer beer ever made.
I don't like it, man. I can't do it. But remember when you had that Shock Top phase?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Summer Shandy. I can't believe I didn't. That's very clearly your number 1. What do I have at number 1, Frankie?
Busch Light Apple.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's my favorite beer of all time. I hope it comes back.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of left that one out on accident.
Yeah. What would you take off for that?
I probably would have flipped that with Blue Moon.
Okay, good. Yeah, I love Busch Light Apple. Do not bet list quick. I think we'll keep doing that. I do enjoy that. I like that better than an All-Star ballot because we get to, I don't know, All-Star ballots are fun too. Maybe we'll flip-flop. 1 week's All-Star, 1 week's top 5.
Yeah, we can figure something out.
Here's the thing too. We ran out of All-Star ballot stuff. I'm sure we can think of more, but top 5, there's endless top 5s we can do. We were thinking all-time jerseys, top 5 players of this position, top 5 sex positions. Like, there's just endless opportunity here. All right, do not bet list. I just had Devontae Smith anytime touchdown for you. Also, you hate to see that. Frankie's my boy. I wanted to see him hit that. I put Miles Sanders props because in my parlay that I did, I had 2 legs miss. One of them was Miles Sanders anytime touchdown. I didn't even see him on the fucking field. He was just non-existent.
Yeah, he really didn't do shit.
And that's all I saw on Twitter was people bitching about their Sanders props. My other leg was Mahomes passing yards, so it doesn't hurt too bad. I went 4 for 6. What do you got?
I have Baylor and UNC men's basketball. Got back into betting college basketball last night with football being done. Both of these teams just absolutely shit on me. I had one of the worst betting days I've had in a long time yesterday, which makes sense because I had an okay day on Sunday, so I had to give it all back. So
see, but I feel like
yeah, Baylor and UNC both done for me.
Oh wait, no, I was gonna say
Baylor.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna put Baylor on the official do not bet list. I'm gonna put them on my do not bet watch list.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna put UNC on my do not bet list.
I'm having trouble.
UNC's bad this year, by the way. They might not make the playoffs.
Yeah, I was watching
the tournament.
I was watching them last night. They didn't look good.
They shot like 3 for 24 from the 3-point line.
Teams in trouble for not making the tournament is Michigan, Michigan State, Wisconsin, UNC, and there was one more that I was like, why are they bad?
I mean, Duke,
yeah. Well, they're not bad, but they're struggling. But UNC, man, you go from the ship to you're not even going to make the tournament. I've fully accepted that Michigan isn't going to be in the tournament. It sucks, but that's the other thing. Big Ten's weird this year, man. The Big Ten.
All of college basketball is weird. They're just killing each other.
Dude, Northwestern is 18-7. What?
Yeah.
What? Nebraska's still bad. That's the one common in every year. Nebraska. Bad.
Yep.
All right. Let me share the screen to you. We're going to do roulette here.
How many numbers?
We're doing 5. So we're going to do 2 and 2. And then I'll let you choose 3. Fuck it.
30, 24, and 36.
30, 24, and 36. 24, 30, 36. I'm just going to go with the good old 3 or 9. I love 3 and 9.
Right. Leaving a big hole open in the middle, but that's fine.
3 has hit twice in the last 10, so that's not good.
Or it could be good.
Could be good, yeah. 24 has also hit recently, and that's it. So, lightning numbers.
I do like the Steeler. He's been good to us.
Oh, my God. One number, and it's 12. That's tough. 100X,
Ouch.
too. Now, remember, if we hit this, I have to take half my winnings and put it on Zalatoris. 8. 8.
Oh. What was right next to it?
23 and 30.
Yeah,
So
I had
close.
30.
So close.
And 24.
So close to
Damn,
Willie Z.
I was really hoping it.
You think you're upset? I'm going to be upset if Willie Z wins. I'm not betting that shit.
I am.
I'm sure you are, and I'm sure you're going to put a stupid amount of money on Tiger. Wait, so if you put 10 on Tiger, it pays out $1,000.
Well, no, it'd be $1 for
$1 for 120. No,
Oh yeah.
$1
Yeah,
for
so
120.
10 for 1,200.
God damn. I'm not doing it. All right, got anything else to say?
Nope. XFL's back this weekend.
Nobody fucking cares about the XFL. It's a piece of shit. I'm not going to watch it. Fuck it. We're not talking about it on the show this either. We will only talk about if there's the most insane play I've ever seen in my life.
They have the 2 passing rule now. 2 forward passes.
That might be something to talk about. But we're going to keep top 5. Not a lot of football to talk about anymore. Not a lot of football to talk about anymore. So maybe we'll add another segment. I got a couple ideas. I like top 5. We can slow down next time, too, because we won't have the Super Bowl to talk about. So good luck to Willie Z and Tiger Dub. and
Justin Thomas,
and
top
also,
20.
Oh yeah, and Justin Thomas, and Michigan. So hey, have a great weekend. Let's hit some takes, door some tutties. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Here's a kiss from me to you. Mwah! Like, subscribe, leave a review. We'll see you next week. Peace.